What we got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like it any more than you men. What's up, YouTube fam? Today, welcome to science class. And what's in science class? An experiment, always. We have before you the red Savina from Ed Lester Farms. Everyone knows that the red Savina is the largest and hottest of the habanero family. And we have the red ghost pepper, also from Ed Lester Farms. What do these two have in common? They're fresh. I took it upon myself last night to take two of these, one red Savina, one red ghost, put it in the freezer. Freeze it. Now, here comes this experiment. Which is hotter? A fresh pepper. If you notice, I've taken a rather mild pepper in our consideration. These are considered super hots, at least for this one. Once was and still probably is, but you have to do this experiment with your pepper, let's say for lack of a better term, your pepper tolerance when it's up above normal, okay? So that you can actually taste and do these together instead of doing one day and one the next day. You have to have a tolerance high enough to where you can actually taste the heat without it over ramping the next pepper that you eat. So, what we're going to do today is I'm going to pull out the frozen, and that's what these are for, this is how I defrost peppers fast enough to where we ain't got to sit here and wait forever. So, I'm going to have my red Savina and my ghost fresh right here. Next chapter of the science experiment. Wait here, kiddies, while I go get the frozen pods, and we're going to defrost them, and then we're going to get into the age-old question once and for all, which is hotter? I think they're going to be the same heat. I think it's just the person chewing them defines which it's going to be hotter, because it may, for some people, feel hotter with a fresh pepper chomp chomp as opposed to a mushy pepper. Because when you freeze them and you thaw them out, they become really, really mushy. All right, so other people might find the mushy pepper because the texture, having to deal with it, the extra capsaicin released in the mushiness that it excretes. Okay, so we're going to find out today, once and for all. Hold that thought. I'll be right back. And when I say right back, I mean like right back, because I want to get these as fresh right out of the freezer as possible. Here they are. Frozen rock solid. Here they go into our container, and this is what this does. It pushes them down into the water. And we're going to let those babies thaw out rapidly. But while we're letting these thaw out, we're going to eat one of these, then we're going to take one of these out and eat it, and then we're going to do it in succession with the next. I'm going to start with this red Savina, which is hottest of the habaneros, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be as hot as this red ghost. So, let's get into it. That tastes good. I haven't eaten anything. I didn't eat one single thing. Bah! Hey, did that make my tongue red? Huh? Got the juices of the red Savina on there. Can't believe I'm doing this on a completely empty stomach. I didn't think about that until right now. That being said, I'm going to put something in my stomach. Y'all hold your horses. This is, I'll know how hot this is. It's not hot. I mean, it's going to be hot. Somebody don't eat hot stuff. But to me, I'm getting a little bit of burn from it. A little bit. But hold on, I do need to put something on my stomach because I know that it is a hot pepper and I'm going to be eating a few of these. But, I mean, right now, it ain't doing anything to the stomach. This is just preventative maintenance. All right, hold your thoughts. And we are back. Guys, I was very smart to stop that video because as I'm eating, I already started feeling that pepper do its work. I could feel mild calf cramps coming on that fast. So I've got food in, although the pepper is underneath the food. So I do feel a little bit of stuff going on, which is good for the science experiment. It also tells what can happen when you don't have proper protection in your stomach. And when it's underneath or on top. Because it's definitely underneath, even though I kind of drank some, it's not milk, it's Boathouse Farms makes what is called vanilla chai, and it's very good stuff. But I drank some of it, tried to kind of wiggle around a little bit so I can get things work around a little bit, so it seems to be kind of, alright, enough of this talking. Let's get into our mushy pepper now. It's like a sponge. Yesterday this thing was just so crisp. Now it's just blah. Okay, so we're going to eat this one. This red Savina. And see if it's hotter than the one I just ate. I'm not trying to gross y'all out. Just something about the texture. This one was a little bigger. But there again, like I said before, I don't care what you say. A bigger pepper does not determine that it's hotter. Because I've eaten smaller ones hotter than bigger ones. A bigger one can be hotter. But I think for the most part, a bigger pepper is just more to eat. More to put in your stomach. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be hotter. So here's the thing. Which was hotter? The first one or the second one? It's so hard to tell. So hard to tell. And that could be the difference between the peppers themselves. But I really don't think it has anything to do with being frozen and thawed. But I think eating a thawed pepper is really, really gross. Texture-wise, just something about it. So let's move forward with our red ghost. pepper is a little bit hotter than the ones I just ate. Ain't nothing but mush inside. Feels like rubber. That pepper is it is quite a bit hotter actually than the first peppers I've eaten. It ain't just a little bit, it's substantially hotter. In fact, these ghosts may be hotter than a lot of the ghosts I've eaten. Wow. Nice burn. I'm not at like maybe I'm not at a 1, but I can just tell, you know. I respect the burn. I know that if you don't eat hot stuff, this would be a wreck, complete wreck. It was a hot pepper. Yeah. Alright, so for the next one. I'm going to move it all around my mouth. So I can get a good palate assessment. That was hot. That's hot. That's a hot pepper. I might be at a 1. Wow. Wow. Eating all that is probably about as hot as eating maybe a Reaper. Maybe hotter. Wow. I'm surprised. I think the second one's hotter, man. And it might just be the pepper. But I can definitely tell you this. Thawing them out, making them mushy, does not make them weaker. No way, shape, or form. Look at my eyes. It's in the face, guys. You can't fake it. I've got a pretty good throat burn going on right now. I'm surprised at the heat of those peppers. Wow. Nose running, eyes watering, eyes red. Is what it is. The second one was hotter, without a doubt. All right, y'all. There's the science experiment. I'm probably at about maybe a 1.5 to a 2 right now. Even though my eyes are watering, trust me, I know my scale. All right. Wow. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. My burn might be at a 4 now. It's climbed since I got off the. Maybe I just did too much hot stuff this week. Wow. I am so surprised at the tongue and the throat burn over that. I just had to get on here and say that. Wow. Man. You know, I was thinking about it, and I was kind of thinking, I think I know why that was hot. Or hotter than what I was expecting. Was because if you think about it, you take that mushy one. I'm talking about why the mushier one was hotter than the fresh one. I took the mushy one and was kind of doing this with it. So that probably gave it an advantage. It probably released a lot of the capsaicin oils in the tissue, in the membrane, placenta. So that probably did play a factor in it. So whether or not that changes things as far as the heat goes and stuff like that, I can see that happening. So I think that would probably have given it an advantage. But I was informed that that gauntlet I did yesterday had, it was 10 peppers, 5 were hellhammers. That's this burn today is not as hot as that, but comparatively from what I ate as opposed to what that was, wow. I'm that's why I'm so impressed with the heat that gave.